The 2023 Japanese flat season has produced some superb action and historic champions in several of its most prestigious contests. The Oka Show, Japan's 1,000 guineas, took place at Hanshin in early April. Sunday Racing's exciting filly Liberty Island kicked off her 3-year-old campaign with odds-on favouritism in the opening classic of the season.
They're set. Group 1 racing from Japan. They're away and racing. Even dispatch. Dura missed the kick out the back. Nice early speed from Mozu Meme, kicking up Light Quantum. Bhutan Door goes forward and Kona Coast starts to surge forward as well. Even wider out Tosen Laurier. In between runners back on the inside, trying to make up some ground there is Perifania going out wider. In between runners sing that song. Then a gap back to Harper. Trapped outside of Light Quantum, who's starting to reef and pull. Then a gap to Doe Eyes, followed back in the run by Conch Shell. Then comes Shin Rokuka, followed Moon Probe. Then a gap to Emu on the inside. On its outside is Ravel. A gap well back at the moment. Liberty Island is third last, being passed now by Dura. Second last on the inside, Kidder Wing, and one obscured on the outside. Starting to make up some ground is June Orange. So this favourite has work to do in third last as they go down the side. And Mozu Meme, the Tulip Show winner, rolls along in front. Leads out now comfortably from Kona Coast. Running third is Tosen Laurier. Then comes in behind them back on the inside and sing that song. Wider out is Perifania. Harper with work to do, shut away on the inside and starting to peel out. The widest runner is the favourite in Liberty Island, and she is letting down strongly. Now starting back on the inside, getting to Mozu Mezme, and Perifania starts to run on as well, going up to Kona Coast, and Liberty Island is letting down, but is it going to be late or too late? At the moment, Perifania, here comes Liberty Island. She's flying home late, and she gets up and scores. Liberty Island wins from Kona Coast, Perifania for third.
A thrilling finish as Liberty Island comes from last to first in the straight under a cool ride from Yuga Kawada to see the first leg of the fillies' Triple Crown into the history books. Nakayama was the venue for the 2,000 guineas a week later. Christophe Lemaire's ride, Phantom Thief, went off favourite in the 18-runner field.
The field is set. Group 1 racing from Japan. They're off. They're racing. Top Knife missed the start, squeezed out the back door. Mina Laulea knows speed as well. Granite shows early speed, will take up the running early on, but starting to drift over there from that middle gate position. Bellagio Opera goes on, Tasta Tierra as well. So it's Granite leads them up from Bellagio Opera. On a tight pull is Ho Ho Biscuits. Gruner Green the rail. Going on is Tastieri, and Danon Touchdowns there as well, and wider out starting to go on is Touchwood, is 6 or 7 wide, and in behind them Russ Hamill. Then further back in the run is Metal Speed, then comes Rimfaxi, then comes Phantom Thief, followed by Shazan. Well back Shonan Bashito, and it's outside Win Odin. Then well back is Sol Orients, followed by Top Knife. Then comes Mina Laulea, and one direct at the tail of the field. They really rattle on down in the back straight, and leading it the way is Granite. Leads out now from Touchwood. Running third, Gruner Green. Then comes Bellagio Opera. Danon Touchdown. Go out of my sight momentarily as Ho Ho Biscuit, I believe, is running next behind Danon Touchdown. Then followed by Tastiera. On the inside of Tastiera is Russ Hamill. Then comes Metal Speed. Rimfaxi well back, picking up the inside shot on Bashito. Losing ground at the moment is the favourite in Phantom Thief. Starting to urge the horse on now is Christophe Lemaire. Well back Win Odin. And also Shazan well back. Also Top Knife, third last at the moment, one direct. Sol Orients is second last, and the last one is Mina Laulea. The 400 metre mark as they swing for home in the Satsuki Show. And Granite on the inside is in this heavy ground with Gruner Green, and Touchwood emerges, and now running on is Tastiera, and Metal Speed is there as well. Shonan Bashito, and running on late through the middle is Phantom Thief, and wider out Sol Orients could beat them all. It's Tastiera in front. Here's Sol Orients rattling home down the outside. Sol Orients wins from Tastiera. Phantom Thief third.
Takahisha Tezuka's Sol Oriens became the first colt to land the Satsuki Show in just their third career appearance, and maintained his perfect start to life on track in doing so. The Victoria Mile in mid-May saw Christophe Lemaire get on board another fancied favourite in a big Group 1, this time for Mizuki Takiyanagi with Stars on Earth.
They're set. in the rainfall here at Fuchu. They're off and racing. Beautiful start. They commenced as one. The inside Lotus Land shows pace. Going forward early, Stars on Earth. Sound Vivace is up there with Lala Christine. And there's Sodashi swooping over from the widest gate. Damien Lane's got her up running third. Just in behind Rouge Styria. Then comes Kurano Premium. Number Claire goes on. A gap to Namur. On the inside is Songline, followed by Anvaranaut. In Jono Koseki, Zujono Koseki. Stellaria well back with Davina. Then comes Stunning Rose, and Sublime Anthem at the tail of the field is reefing and pulling as they get to that first bend with 1,000 to run. Lotus Land, Norihiro Yokoyama, and Sodashi's into the spot of second, running beautifully. Trailing Lotus Land, running third is Sound Vivace. Rouge Styria is up into third, equal third. Back the inside is Stars on Earth, travelling wonderfully. Then comes Lala Christine, Namura Claire, Songline. Then comes Kurano Premium, Namur well back, Izujono Koseki. Davina takes off, Stellaria well back with Stunning Rose and Valorant. And along the inside, trying to make up some ground is Stunning Rose on the inside, and well back Sublime Anthem at the 400 metre marks. Lotus Land's in front. Sodashi hits the go button, and Damien Lane tries to streak away. It's Sodashi down the middle of the track. Lotus Land the inside. Running on now is Stars on Earth in front. Sodashi finds it. Can Damien Lane keep her going? He is at the moment. Sodashi stretching. Late flying is Songline. Songline, Sodashi. They hit the wire. Heads up, heads down. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Songline. Sodashi. And third was Stars on Earth.
Bouncing back from disappointment at the Saudi Cup meeting in January, Tora Hayashi's Songline just got up in the dying stages to register her second top-level success. All eyes were on Liberty Island for the Japanese Oaks in Tokyo, as she looked to become the 17th filly to win the first two legs of the fillies' Triple Crown.
So stand by, the 84th running of the Japanese Oaks. They're off and racing. Doe Eyes a little slow away. Kona Coast jumps sideways out of the gate. Early speed on the inside from Light Quantum, and Golden Hind does go forward, and zooming across is England Eyes from the widest gate, and it's a real challenge for the lead as they go past the winning post the first time. Light Quantum leads them from Kimino no Maria. Ravel up the inside, then England Eyes followed by Golden Hind. Then comes in behind them, not too far away, Ramij on the inside of Liberty Island. Wider out Shin Rokuka, then Harper. The inside is Hip Hop Soul, then So Dazzling. Wider out, going further on now is Perifania. Well back is Kona Coast with Mickey Gorgeous. Jura's well back. Then further back in the run comes Kidder Wing. Second last on the inside is Doe Eyes, and the last one at the moment is Emu. Down the back straight they reach, and rolling along in front is Light Quantum. Shows out now from Kimino no Maria. Running third is Ravel. In fourth is England Eyes. There's a good pace. 3 lengths away to Golden Hind. Then further back to Ramij. On its inside is the favourite Liberty Island. Then comes Shin Rokuka, and its inside is Harper. Kicking up the inside, Hip Hop Soul, Perifania. Then So Dazzling, followed by Kona Coast. Well back is Jura, Mickey Gorgeous. Well back in the run is Kitta Wing. Second last at the moment is Emu, and the last one is Doe Eyes. In the 84th running of the Japanese Oaks, it's still in front. Light Quantum leads out from Kimino no Maria, running third Ravel, and there is England Eyes in fourth. They've still got a gap of about 4 lengths to Golden Hind, who's starting to ask the question, the jockey. And then comes Ramij on its inside. The favourite Liberty Island hasn't been asked the question yet. The pace quickens. Shinrokuka, Harper is asked to click up. Then well back is Perifania. On the inside is Hip Hop Soul, So Dazzling. Kona Coast is fifth last as they swing for home. 500 metres to run. Where's Liberty Island? She's down the middle of the track. The jockey is just sitting like a church mouse, quiet. He asked her for the question. Shin Rokuka's running along back on the inside. Ravel is still giving plenty. Ravel has the lead, but here comes Liberty Island. He says, go girl, and Liberty Island starts to stretch away. It's a case of what's going to run second or third. Liberty Island is starting to race away. The Triple Tiara is well and truly alive. She goes on, Liberty Island wins out from Harper, and in fourth. Third is Jura. Back on the inside, Ravel. Then came Hip Hop Island.
An incredible performance from Liberty Island, who looked the likely winner from a long way out. A 5-month wait for the final leg of the fillies' Triple Crown, the Shuka Show, up next for her. Before that, though, the Japanese Derby would take centre stage, with 2,000 guineas winner Sol Oriens returning as an odds-on favourite.
That's it, the red light on, they're under starters orders and they're off. Oh, we've got a fall of Duda, a lady. has got rid of the jockey there at the start. Dula Lady, a loose horse, as they race down the home straight for the first time. And it's Ho Ho Biscuits from Bellagio Opera on the far side. Metal Speed, Season Rich is up there with Tastiera. Pax Ottomanica under Hironobu Tanabe has decided he wants to go on Knocking Point. Then comes Soul Orients, Bellagio Opera dropped back a little bit now. Then Gruna Green, Rim Faxi. Then comes Shazan. On the inside of Shazan, the white cap next of Skilving Phantom Thief, back to Satano Glance, then Top Knife, then Heart's Concerto, then the loose horse Shonan Bashito comes next as they head towards the back straight now in the Derby, and it's Pax Automatica under Hironobu Tanabe. He's got a couple of lengths lead at the moment from Ho Ho Biscuits. And then comes Season Rich in third. Middle Speed is fourth. Tastiera fifth. Then the favourite Soul Orients, nicely settled at this point. Knocking Point is next, Bellagio Opera. And then comes Gruna Green, the big outsider, Phantom Thief on the outside then of Rim Faxi Shazan. The Maketo Konoko runners almost together here at this point. And then comes Heart's Concerto. And then Skilving. And behind Skilving is Satano Glance. Top Knife under Norihiro Yokoyama. And taking slightly closer order at the rear is Shonan Bashito under Mirko De Muro. But as they pass the 1,000 metre marker and still out in front, it's Pax Automanica. It's probably got a 10 to 12 length lead at the moment from Ho Ho Biscuits. And then comes Season Rich, with Season Rich just tucked in behind. Then on the outside, Skilving tries to get going with Heart's Concerto. Soul Orients just tucked in behind this group as well. And then comes Phantom Thief. Behind is Bellagio Opera, Gruna Green. And then in behind comes Shazam, Dula Lady, the loose horse. Last of all is Top Knife, turning for home, but they set sail for home in the 2023 Derby, and it's still Pax Automatica past the 400 metre marker. He's still got a lead at the moment from Ho Ho Biscuits. Here's Tastiera under Damien Lane, and now Soul Orients is unleashed under Takashi Yokoyama. Here's Heart's Concerto as well. Knocking Point, Tastiera hits the front. It's Damien Lane, Tastiera being chased by Soul Orients. Inside the closing stages, Bellagio Opera coming there as well, but up towards the line, and Tastiera wins it from very close indeed. Soul Orients, Bellagio Opera, Heart's Concerto, and then came Knocking Point with the Season Rich next.
Reversing the form from the 2000 Guineas, Tastiera held on over Sol Oriens under a well-judged ride from Damien Lane, giving his sire and 2015 Derby winner Satano Crown a first Group 1 victory. October looked to serve up a potentially historic treat in the Shuka Show, with Liberty Island fancied as a massive odds-on favourite to complete the fillies' Triple Crown in Kyoto.
And they're racing. Away they go to the roar of the crowd on the inside, showing early speed is Kona Coast, slipping over from the middle of the field, going on now, and moving up is Mississippi Tesoro, out wide of Ravel. Into a good position is Liberty Island, about 5th or 6th at the moment, as they get into that first corner, one reefing back on the inside, Malaki Naya. They get into that first corner, and leading the way and showing it out quite clearly now is Kona Coast. Kona Coast leads them up from Mississippi Tesoro, Festus Bunt. And on the outside is Ravel. Back to on the inside is Harper in a good position. Wider out is Sole Vita going on. Then Liberty Island, nicely covered up. Followed back on the inside. Picking up ground is Malaki Naya. Wider out, moving on is Pipiola. Then Doe Eyes. The inside is Jura. Wider, or back on the inside is Moriana. Wider out is Conch Shell. In between runners, Mars Diva well back. Then comes Grand Bernadette. Further out is Hip Hop Soul, the inside Kidder Wing, and at the tail of the field is Emu in a compact field to the 1,000 metre pole. And they're rolling along past the halfway mark. Leading out is Kona Coast, and they're not really going on at any real clip here. Running second is Mississippi Tesoro. Ravel's had the run of a race. Can she keep going from that point? On the inside, Festus Bunt, Sole Vita. Harper's had good cover throughout. Followed by Jura. Wider out is Liberty Island. The inside is Malaki Naya. Then Mars Diva looks for an out from there. Followed by Doe Eyes. Going on is Grand Bernadette. Pipiola's there as well. Moving wider out, picking up some ground is Emu. Losing ground on the inside, Conch Shell. Work to do back in the run is Hip Hop Soul, and Moriana back to the inside. They swing for home and striking the front. And here comes Liberty Island. She just goes whoosh. Liberty Island to the 200 metre mark, leads by 2. Running on is Harper, trying to pick up ground, and here comes Mars Diva late. It's Liberty Island. Liberty Island will take out the Grand Tiara from Mars Diva, and in for third tight either Juru back to the inside, Harper Moriana.
The fast-finishing Mars Diva couldn't stop Liberty Island from winning the Grand Tiara as Yuga Kawada's mount became the 7th filly to take out the Triple Crown title, and with it a 100 million yen bonus check for connections. We then headed to Tokyo at the end of October for the Autumn Tenno show, where Tetsuya Kimura's Equinox was looking to cement his place as the world's #1 racehorse.
They're set. They're off and racing. Northbridge shows early pace with the Deuce. Going forward is Gaia Force and swooping over Jack Dorji. It's a real clump. The Deuce gets squeezed there. Equinox into third space straight away. And Ishii goes on back to Ek. Then comes Danon Beluga and Mahadar. Justin Palace is second last. And Prognosis at the tail of the field. So it is Jack Dorr that takes him up, fully striding. Fujioka takes him forward by about 3 lengths from Gaia Force. Equinox in the box seat early, running third. Back on the inside, running well is Northbridge, pulling a little bit now though. In between runners, Deduce, Hishiiguazu out wide. Then comes Ek. 3 wide out is Admire Hadar and Danon Beluga in between runners. A gap of 2 lengths away to Justin Palace, and Prognosis still sees them all down the back straight. The Tenno show for 2023, the autumn variety. And in front it's Jack Dorr. Does it his own way in front. Goes along at a nice even clip past the 1,000-metre pole. Gaia Force runs second, 2.5 lengths away, almost 3 lengths to Equinox. They're getting a little closer. Deduce, Hishiiguazu's there as well, pressing forward. Losing a bit of ground, Northbridge. Going on as Admire Hadar. Danon Beluga saving some ground in the middle and losing ground the fence. Ector. Well back is Justin Palace. On its outside is Prognosis. They swing for home with 500 metres to run, and it's still Jack Dorr with Gaia Force. Equinox still runs third. Deduce now peels out and starts to run on with Keita Tosaki. Equinox has given his head. Christophe Lemaire says go on Equinox, and he finds the front and he starts to stretch away. Goes past Gaia Force. Nothing really coming on other than Prognosis out wider, and also Danon Beluga. Equinox past the 200 has a winning margin. He will go on and win. It's by how much? Rattling home Justin Palace out wide, and Equinox goes back to back in the Tenno show. Equinox, Justin Palace, Prognosis third, just ahead of Danon Beluga.
An imperious performance under Christophe Lemaire saw Equinox set a new 10-furlong track record and become just the 3rd horse to win back-to-back editions of this event. And Silk Racing superstar was back in action a month later for the Japan Cup, which saw him take on Philly's Triple Crown champion Liberty Island in a highly anticipated contest.
They're under starters' orders and they're off and racing to the roar of the crowd, and they all get away well. And Panther Lasser it is, one of the early leaders, has got to the front with title holder Stars on Earth and William Buick edging his way over as well. Equinox is currently 3rd, Liberty Island on the fence in 4th, and then comes Deep Bond. And then with Deep Bond on the inside to Juice, Studley comes next, Shonan Bashito into a handy position, and then comes Idacine. In behind is Vela Azul and Danon Beluga under Joe Moreira, and then on the outside Kuno Megami Ace. Further back then to forward again Trust Kenshin Chestnut Coat, with Chestnut Coat is Impress, and Winner Fogg is the last one. But as they head down the back straight now, and it's Panther Lasser that's doing what he loves to do best, and he's out in front. Something like 10, 12, 13 lengths, I would say. They're really putting it to them at the moment. Title holder is in second, and then in third comes Equinox. Liberty Island, Stars on Earth is next, then comes Deduce, and then in behind Deduce, Shonan Bashito comes next. And then with Shonan Bashito, then on the inside Iracine goes nicely with Studley. And looking further back behind, then on the inside, Danon Beluga. Vela Azul will need to get going from there. Forward again, then comes Trust Kenshin. Chestnut Coat comes next, Impress, and Winner Fogg is the last one as the 18 runners turn down the side of the course, and it's Panther Lasser that still leads them a merry dance at the moment. Can he keep this up past the 600 metre marker? It's Panther Lasser that's going to turn into the home straight a long way ahead of Title Holder that turns in second, and then comes Equinox, Liberty Island, with Liberty Island on the outside is Stars on Earth and do so. All the fancied runners are there. Danan, Beluga, Shonan, Bashito running a big race as well. Panther Lassa, his run surely must have come to an end, and here's Equinox, the big white face on Equinox, the son of Keatistan Black. He's in the clear. It's going to be such an easy win indeed into the closing stages. It's Equinox under Christophe Lemaire as a champion jockey, a champion horse up to the line. Equinox wins it from Liberty Island in second. Stars on Earth, then came Title Holder.
Yet another dominant display from Equinox saw him take home a 6th Group 1 in succession, finishing his career with over £14 million in prize money before heading off to a well-deserved retirement at Shaddai Stallion Station. With the festive season in full swing, Nakayama served up a Christmas cracker in the form of the Arima Kinen on December the 24th, with Justin Palace the fancied favourite in a high-quality field that included 8 individual Grade 1 winners.
It'll be a dash early on. Stand by, the Arima Kinen for 2023. The field is set. The handler moves away. We're ready to race. We're off in the Arima Kinen. Out wide, Stars on Earth shows early speed with Harper. Win Maryland goes forward with Iron Burrows, and Title Holder kicks up the inside and wants the lead. And Title Holder will go to the front. Stars on Earth into second. Great piece of riding by Christophe Lemaire. He's used a bit of petrol early. Running third on the inside is Harper. Wider out Predaria. Then comes Shariar, followed by Win Maryland. Midfield is Iron Burrows the field. Then Tastiera through 7 Seas, 3 wide but with cover. Sol Arians back to the inside. Then follows Heat on Beat. Ho Ho Emmys. Inside is Lilac in between runners. Then Deduce second last. And the favourite Justin Palace at the tail of the field. So Title Holder takes them to the winning post the first time. Leads out from Stars on Earth. Predaria third. Shariar fourth. Then Harper. Then comes through 7 Seas on its inside. Win Maryland. Then Iron Burrows. Followed by Tastiera running in isolation. Back behind Tastiera out wide is Heat on Beat. The inside Sol Arians picks up ground. Deep Bond in between runners. Then Deduce out wide. Ho Ho Emmys, Lilac, and last still is the favourite Justin Palace. Here goes Title Holder racing away as they go into that next bend. Leads out by 6 lengths from Stars on Earth. Predaria third. Then Shariar followed by Harper. The inside Iron Burrows. The outside is through 7 Seas. Win Maryland. Then Tastiera followed by Heat on Beat. Sol Arians keeps to the paint. Then comes Deep Bond. Deduce takes off now. Then Ho Ho Emmys. Then followed out wider by Lilac, and the last one is still Justin Palace, but he peels out 4 wide to try and take them on. They get up that next bend at 800 metres to run. Title Holder trying to do it all the way in his last career race. Leads out by 8. Running to second, Predaria. Stars on Earth is under pressure, as is Harper. Back the inside, Shariar. Win Maryland through 7 Seas. There goes Deduce 5 wide. In behind it, Heat on Beat. Justin Palace is starting to warm up. Deep Bond well back. Lilac's taking off. Sol Arians well back with Iron Burrows, and wider out, and Ho Ho Emmys is last. Title Holder, has he gone too fast, too early? He's in front, but here they come, the challengers. Deduce, Stars on Earth. Nothing else emerging. Justin Palace is getting out, but getting out late. It's still Title Holder. Title Holder, Deduce. Deduce goes up. Deduce and Stars on Earth. Deduce, and Utakatake wins the Arima Kinen. Stars on Earth very tight for third. Justin Palace, Shariar and Title Holder.
After a decisive move on the home turn, second favourite Deduce proved too good for his rivals, with evergreen jockey Utakatake claiming his 81st top-level victory at the age of 54 to further cement his legendary status in the sport. There have been some superb performances in Japan over the last 12 months, and with plenty of new stars and old favourites expected to hit the track in the coming season, Japanese racing looks set for another bumpy year in 2024.